song? Let the good times roll.
Um,
Let the
the
good times.
Cars.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. No, Eddie Murphy did "My Girl Likes to Party All the Time,"
Party on the
which
town.
I'm assuming means like his girlfriend's a coke addict,
It was
right?
the 80s, man. Everyone was a coke addict.
Hey man, don't hate.
Well,
Some
anyways,
people just don't have the endurance, or you drink too much, and then you're like,
my
oh
problem
no.
is I missed it, right? Like I was always late to the party. So I've actually never done coke. But now I don't want to do coke because it's all laced with fentanyl, you know?
Fentanyl
Not
ruined
all
good
of it.
coke. It was
Not to mention, like, I'm sure I would be fine, like, physically, I think. I don't know. I don't know how much is a lot of coke. I don't know how much is not a lot of coke.
mad coke.
But you also, like, I'm a fucking chatterbox when I get drunk. So I can't imagine how fucking annoying I would be on coke.
Watch
Right?
it just
I
be
I
in
would
your
be
would
that
not
face,
guy.
be
right?
I would
too
be
worried
that
about chewing.
I would be that guy fucking like spouting out business ideas. You know? It's like, yeah, we should have a business where we adopt stray dogs and have them deliver food to people, you know? Like,
It's a great idea.
I think like there's probably like 3 people in this world I'd ever probably try coke with. And one of them is probably Dan Holloway, but it'd have to be like at his house.
His like private stash too.
Yeah, like, I'm sure he's got some wild shit. And I feel like he is experienced enough to know. Like he'd like probably like have me like step on a scale and like go like check my like BMI, like my body weight index and like, measure it all out for the proper dosage and shit.
Making sure you're dosed properly.
And then he'd probably just like guide me through it. Same thing with mushrooms. I think like if I'm gonna do drugs with anybody for the first time, like I feel like Dan Holloway is probably the best person to do it with, but maybe not, because I often think he'd probably take joy in just completely fucking with you.
Especially you.
Oh yeah, me for sure.
Just watch Bill have a fucking meeting
Meltdown.
God trip in the middle of the living room.
He's like,
While
"Oh,
Morty's just
joke's
like
on
licking your
you. That
toes.
wasn't coke. That was PCP. Me 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 me."
Ketamine.
Yeah, yeah. Go down some fucking K hole.
Morty's just like licking your feet on the couch.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle it. I've been really fucking stoned, like out of my fucking mind before. And I woke up the next day and be like, I did not like that at all. So I don't know if I'd really like any kind of hallucinogen. Like ayahuasca sounds like a fucking nightmare.
See, I
Well,
love
that's not
psychedelics.
recreational though.
I was gonna say, like, I love psychedelics, and I wouldn't even do ayahuasca.
Like that's like you have mental issues and you want to work through
Or
them.
what's the one that Jared did?
Ibogaine,
Yeah, fuck
Ibogaine
that
sounds fun.
noise. No,
which
fuck
is not
that
to be
noise.
confused with the ibogaine powder from The Princess Bride. I got that confused a few times of like
Oh.
ibogaine.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if I
ibogaine
got that.
powder, the trick is to build up your immunity over time.
Right, but like ibogaine, I don't know if you can have an immunity to that shit. I don't know if you would want
Inconceivable.
to
That's
build up an
another one,
immunity
by the
to
way,
it.
we should watch on the Patreon because that is a classic.
Which one?
Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, I honestly have never seen that one start to finish, so that would be a good
Oh,
one.
that'd be dope.
What in the fucking shit balls is wrong with you? Why have you not done that?
Because I'm only 25, Charlie. All
I
right, I
don't
wasn't
Shut
know.
even
the
born yet.
fuck up. Being past 10 years old is too old to have not seen Princess Bride start to finish.
Like,
So don't fucking even. You're fucking 15 years behind, bitch.
Womb Raider in the
It's an
chat.
hour and a half of your life. Don't even give a
Womb Raider. Ayahuasca isn't that bad. I was like, I understand. Like, I feel
Shut the
like there's
fuck up, Womb.
there's levels to this shit, man. Where like you're a black belt in drugs, and like I'm not even a single stripe white belt. Like I never got into it. Like again, I think I've
You
explained
don't even
this.
have a belt.
Yeah,
Do
like
we know the mental um pros
Side effects?
to peyote?
I've done it like a lot.
I mean,
Isn't
but
peyote like a
shit, what is
fungus?
peyote made out of though? Because I know you
It's a
smoke it.
cactus. No, you don't smoke it. What the fuck?
What?
I thought you
No,
smoked
you
it.
don't smoke it. No. It's like a dried cactus. You eat it, and then they
Oh.
like make it into a tea, and you drink it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that movie Youngbloods lied to me then, because I'm pretty sure they were smoking
Yeah, I was about to
peyote.
say.
I was
Well,
gonna say like I've done it in a ceremonial way, like in a thing. So like
I don't know. I know someone close to me who's done it, and I will have to ask them if they smoked it because I'm pretty sure they said they smoked it, but I never asked. They've just done it.
I'm
see, Boom's
also
got my back. It's a cactus.
I'm also terrified of a lot of these
That doesn't mean
hallucinogenics
don't
and stuff
smoke
like
it.
that. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've maybe compartmentalized some traumas in my life that I really don't want them coming back up, kind of thing. You know, like I'm fine with my
Fair.
life. You know, so like I don't need to like dredge up anything that I've just decided
I
to
mean, you'll
repress.
just die young. It's fine. It's the English way.
Bill
Oh, I'll
just
die
fucking has
young,
an
but it's gonna be
instinct.
something fucking dope. By the way, if I die young, it could be dope as shit. It's gonna be like I'll be like
Honestly, though, can we like not shit on people dying young and being like, "Oh my god, it's such a tragedy"? Let's be like, they got out, they won the game early.
yeah. I
They
mean,
won the game of life early.
or like not to be crass, and I can say this from plenty of friends. One, and also another reason why I kind of stay away from a lot of stuff is like I've had plenty of really close friends overdose, and it's like, hey, like fuck, like it's sad, and like I miss them a lot, but it's just like, dude, you played the game and you lost. You know,
I
like
mean,
it,
drugs is a gamble.
I
It
mean,
really is.
they lost the drug game.
it's like,
guess.
fuck, man,
It's like a
sorry.
hand of
Unless that's what they. I mean, what if that's what they wanted? So, like in that frame of mind, they won.
Which actually, my wife was watching that. That I think it was Netflix that did the one about. It's like a. It's not a documentary. It's like a what they call like a dramatization or whatever, about OxyContin.
Oh, Hulu.
Was that Hulu? What's
Dope
it
Sick.
called?
Dope sick, right?
I don't think it's Dope Sick. It has fuck. It's got like Taylor Krish from Friday Night Lights in it, and Matthew Broderick. Fuck. What's it? It's not Dope Sick. It was something else. Like anybody in the live chat knows. Let me know. But I mean, it follows the like OxyContin being made, and like they were like painkillers. Womb, thank you.
Fucking womb.
And oh, he fucking knows everything. Like this guy, like
He's
Womb.
proof mushrooms.
I
like,
think Womb Raider has like proven that there's a fourth dimension, and he's just done so many drugs that he's unlocked it, and he's like omnipresent
There's like
now.
7 dimensions, dude.
Is Womb Raider God?
not
Honey,
God, but part of
calm the
him.
fuck down.
But no,
Stop sucking his dick for a second. Pull his dick out your mouth, and then we'll talk.
I'll try. I've actually never met him in person. I'd love to, though. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we got to meet Papa Womb.
I've met actually, there hasn't been a nooner that I've met that I didn't like, but there were some of them at the time when I was like, God damn, dude, like, you're a lot to handle. But since then, they're very sweet people. But yeah, after watching, like, my wife's watching Painkillers, and man, like, I know it's dramatized, but I'm sure a lot of the things that they were accusing the pharmaceutical industry of with OxyContin, like, is pretty true. Like, they were,
I don't think those parts are the dramatizations.
yeah. And I mean,
I
I
mean, you
remember.
have to look at the doctors prescribing it as well, and how many.
Well, that's the
kickbacks
thing.
were
They were
getting.
getting
I can't
doctors
wait
were
for that
getting
to come out.
kickbacks to prescribe it, and
It's
it's
going
just,
to come out about Adderall, too. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
but so I'd have like my entire chest reconstructed when I was 15. and they prescribed me OxyContin, and this would have been like 2003, 2002, 03, somewhere in there. So like kind of right when it was coming out. And I will say, like, when I was actually in pain, like it worked. Like it worked the way I needed it to work. Like I'd take one, I'd pass out, and I'd wake up feeling okay for a couple hours, and then take another one, fall asleep. And then one day, like my friends were all like telling me like, "Oh, you got like OxyContin? I've heard about that. It's supposed to fuck you up." And I was like, "Okay." It's like one day, like I really wasn't in a lot of pain, but I was still like I was out of school for like 6 weeks recovering. So I was playing. I don't know if you guys recall the game Splinter Cell for Xbox.
Oh yeah.
But I was playing Splinter Cell. I was like, man, I wonder what happened if I got like fucked up off of one of these things and played Splinter Cell. And I took one, and about 15 minutes later, I was puking my guts out. And if you can imagine recovering from having your rib cage broken and reset, and next thing you know, you're like violently vomiting. Like I never wanted to do it again, ever. And after watching that Painkiller movie, well, I didn't have to watch that movie to understand it, but like, I am so thankful that I had that experience and didn't get into pills because, dude, when I was in high school, by the time I graduated high school, that was my freshman year. By the time I graduated high school, like, most of my friends group were like fucking crushing, like stealing them from like their grandma, crushing them up and snorting them. Like I said, I've had plenty of friends just like fucking not wake up the next day.
Fucking metal, man.
It is. I mean, I get it. Like, but dude, I was telling my wife while she's watching that movie, it's like one of the best things that could have ever happened to me is me being like, fuck pills. Right. Because it's a pandemic. Like and then now they're over here like they got us all hooked on them, and now they're selling drugs to get us off of them.
I mean, you manufacture a problem and then you sell a cure.
I know. Do you think the pharmaceutical industry is responsible for cancer? Are they putting carcinogens into things?
The USDA actually doesn't care about you.
There you go. We need to get Sean on to walk us through that one. Is Big Pharma giving people cancer so that they can treat them for cancer?
I mean, my grandfather took a medicine for rheumatoid arthritis that caused him stomach cancer. So it's not like all of their medication is 100%, and it can fuck up different things. So
ibuprofen probably causes cancer.
Well, everything causes cancer. Orange juice will cause you cancer.
Rip apart your stomach. So yeah, don't take that.
Well,
but then Tylenol can ruin your liver. So
I was gonna say Tylenol too. If a pregnant woman takes it, can cause a
what?
Cause a Jake.
Would cause a Jake. Well, I'm glad your mom took Tylenol, or else we wouldn't have Jake.
I am too.
But yeah, it's fucking wild. I need to know what medication that one was, Charlie, because I've actually a couple of years ago I got like diagnosed with early onset.
There's no way they have it on the market anymore.
It's like so I tested positive for ANA, which is like the umbrella for a lot of like, what do they call it? Like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, all these things. They just
the autoimmune deficiency.
Autoimmune deficiency, yeah. So, because I get like my hands get real bad at times, and my joints occasionally will like.
Do you have anyone in your family that has it?
Not that I know of.
Well, that's
it's one thing.
Better than not.
One thing I think I kind of regret, I guess, for lack of a better word, about my dad's side of the family is not learning more of the history of them before like my dad passed away. So I don't know, so. And then I don't know. I mean, I think and then my mom's side of the family, like my grandparents on there are okay. I mean, they have medical issues, but they're medical issues that are pretty standard for people in their 80s, you know?
I mean, yeah, like once you get to the like fucking 80 years old,
Yeah.
like come on.
Yeah, if somebody's
Your
like,
body's just like cancer.
yeah, like
Yeah, if it's like if
you
it's
stand
in the
too
40s,
close to the
50s,
microwave, you're getting Alzheimer's, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's like a sprinkle of dementia here.
so, but yeah, like I said, yeah, the Painkillers movie, watching that, I was like, thank fucking God I never got like deep into pills because, man, that shit, like, even outside of like, I've known people that have been like addicted to heroin of all things, right? And fuck, they made it out better than some of my friends that just got hooked on fucking opioids, which I guess is technically a form of heroin, but a doctor
It's a
prescribed one.
synthetic form of
Oh.
heroin.
But we digress into a dark, deep hole. Let's pull ourselves out of this. Welcome, everybody. It's Nooner Nation, the podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Man, it took us how long into the
17
show to get
minutes?
to that one? 17 minutes. All right. This is why every week my wife's like, "Do you have notes?" I was like, "I don't need notes. We'll figure it out." We rant. I mean, fucking Charlie went off last week for 4.5 minutes about Taco John's.
I'm super happy y'all clipped that.
Oh,
entire
no, what's going to
fucking
make you happier is
There's
that
a Dropbox.
is
with a
that-
full clip.
the shorts that I clip, like that I put it on YouTube, are actually blocked in 98 countries.
Is it the language?
I don't know. I have no
'Cause
fucking idea. It
hearing all
doesn't
the
tell you.
beeps, I was like,
It doesn't-
oh,
it
that's
doesn't tell
Because
me
you're a
why.
woman with a strong opinion, Charlie.
Yeah, that's why.
I
Like,
was
you're showing your face and
so-
you have a strong opinion.
We
I was
see
so
your hair.
fucking wasted. Just let me preface that. That wasn't Charlie anymore. Y'all got to see Swarley come out, and
Or no, didn't we come up
we-
with a different name for it? I
No,
can't remember. No, was it
Swarley.
Swarley?
we are very we both are very strong opinionated about Taco John's. However, I am less opinionated about it. To be fair, like not necessarily that I rescind everything that she said, but she annoyed the piss out of me in those. I couldn't watch that, and I was like, oh, and even one of the comments, I was like, I fucking hate her. Who is this bitch? So that's,
Yeah, you got to
that's how I
embrace
feel
it.
about that.
Got to embrace it, right? Like a couple years ago, I went to Nashville for a Drinking Bros event and had way too many drinks throughout the day. And I didn't really make an ass out of myself. Like, by the end of the night, though, like, have you ever been so fucking wrecked? But kind of kept it together enough at a party, but then all of a sudden, like, you're in the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh shit, dude. Like, get it the fuck together and get out of here. You
Yeah,
know?
no, like
Or then the whole rest of the night, you're just like talking to your ride, like, dude, we gotta, I'm holding it together. Like, we need to go. Then you wake up in the morning and Jesse Wiseman has a picture of you passed out on a deflated air mattress, still in your clothes. And it happens, you know?
yeah, no. For me, it was the Super Bowl party when I got separated from y'all for that like 2 hours.
Yeah, where'd
after
you
the
go?
halftime. I ended up talking to a broette who, upon later investigation, I realized is probably about a solid 4. And yeah, no. And one of the old dudes at WTF was convinced that she was a prostitute
Okay.
Oh boy.
and was like telling me to get away from her. And I like.
I'm
wandered
trying
out
to
of
recall
WTF.
that evening enough to, like, I don't
I'll
recall
text
this
you who
chick.
it was.
Okay. Okay. Text me who it was. I don't recall a lot of
Yeah.
4s. I don't recall like a lot of swamp things crawling around that place. But
I
also like
remember a few males that look like that, and one of them assaulted me. So that's a fun thing that
yeah, that dude was a
happened.
fucking dick. And I gave him a hat earlier that night. And then you told me that. Huh. Okay.
I wish I would have like made more of like a thing about it, but I did not.
All right.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, I gave him a he was like that guy was like acting super cool at the beginning of the night. And as soon as we walked in there, Danny, the social media girl, and then another broette that is not in the community anymore, kind of caught me, and they were passing out hard AF hats. And so I had this hard AF hat that looked cooler than my Drinking Bros hat. And I didn't want to walk around wearing a hat and carrying a hat. I almost went 90s style and unbuckled the back of the hat and then buckled it back on my belt loop of my jeans. But I was like, you know what? I started talking to that dude. He seemed dope. Maybe this is earlier in the evening. So I was like, here, have a hat. And then later on in the evening, he turned out to be a complete fucking douchebag. So
I saw him slap the shit out of Ross too. That was something to see.
yeah, I gave you actually. Yeah, I did give you two.
I was
hats,
surprised,
Monica.
like Ross just like took it because he slapped him
Ross
fucking
was
hard.
so fucked up.
He was so fucked up, but like that was a big motherfucking dude. And he was a big fucking dude. And he smacked it the fuck out of him. And Ross just looked at him in the face and said no. And like didn't get anyone to kick him out or anything, but he was just it's like shut that shit
I mean,
down.
to
Was
be
like,
fair, if
"We're not
anybody's
gonna
ever
fucking
met
do
Ross,
that."
Ross has got like a wrestler's neck. Like,
Yeah, no, like,
a thick ass
he-
neck. So like
Yeah,
he
no,
got
he looks like a
slapped it, like-
WWE wrestler.
I mean, he rebounded real quick, which I was impressed as shit. But like, and I knew he was super fucked up, so he probably didn't feel it as much because of that. But I was like, holy fucking shit, this dude slapped the fucking shit out of him, and all he did was say no, and like didn't get security to kick him out or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like once the Super Bowl started, that whole situation went a bit downhill.
The Super Bowl was almost over.
Oh,
At this point, it was
Ross
late.
probably didn't even know what
Everyone
fucking
was
time zone he
completely
was in.
fucking wasted.
Yeah, because they stopped serving at like halfway.
7:30.
It was like when the Super Bowl started, right?
Yeah, at least the free
I
hard
didn't
AF.
know they were gonna stop serving at 7:30. By the way, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I would have drank way faster if I would have known that.
Oh, I feel bad because nobody told me, but like
because the bar wanted
Yeah.
more money.
nobody told me that, but like the Drinking Bros side of the event just like kept asking me if I needed another drink, and they'd bring me one. So whatever. Not to mention I was getting shot raped all night by like 4 or 5 people. It was like, I bought you a shot. It's like fucking like cool. And then like they'd take theirs, and as they're like tipping their head back, I'd have to do like the no thank you. But I will say, Davey, not to beat a dead, we've talked about this night for way too many times. I definitely took every drink Davey bought, and he, for an event
That's my
with
take
all
there.
you can drink, Davey racked up a bar tab that he's probably still paying for. So shout out to Davey. Thanks, bud. But anyways, like I said, Nooner Nation, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5-star. And also check out the sponsors. I broke the hat back out tonight. I forgot I had it. The Skinny Dips and Bong Rips from repcps.com. Promo code Nooner will get you 10% off. It helps them. It helps us. And then also, if you look down in the description for this show, I added it. We do have a Patreon now. The first bit of content we're doing is Nostalgia-rama, we're breaking down we're doing watch-alongs from shows from our past. Right now we're doing Futurama, obviously, from the title. Right now, season 1, episode 1, which is our first episode, is up, and we recorded our second episode, which is season 1, episode 2. And I'm going to be editing that first thing in the morning and getting that up, because if you're like any of us in the Nooner Drinking Bros community, Fridays suck for content. So go subscribe to our Patreon. You get a little bit more content on your Friday afternoon. So go do that. And also, Jake needs money for ramen noodles.
Do it. Give us, if you just, want to get rid of some cash, give it to us.
Well, it's $3, right? If anything, it's $3 a month. It's
not even
cheaper.
that much. It's like nothing.
You get to watch. You literally get to watch Futurama for less than
it.
what it costs to subscribe to Hulu.
Just give it, and you'll get more of this. I promise. You'll get some like Bobert shit that I'll just do to myself, because I would never let a man touch me like that in public. But like, I'll do it to myself.
Never.
That was fucking.
Well, they're under the cover of darkness. Okay.
I wanted, like, they were totally on fucking Molly. Like, let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, well, before we break this down, before we break this down, I have been to a Broadway or off-Broadway, sorry, not Broadway, off-Broadway show. And it got handsy a little bit, like we went and saw, and well, this just actually won't sound strange. This would be, anybody that's listened to this show or knows me enough will understand, like, just how we roll. I am a sucker for Les Miserables. So the Off-Broadway came to Des Moines a couple years ago. And so me and the wife went out to see it. And she broke out, like, one of those, like, pre-kid tops. That, like loose silk. That, like, very
Just
deep.
hangs off the titties.
Pretty much. Like, it dips down to, like, the belly button. And right before the first intermission, she starts clapping, and like a titty pops out. And me being me, like, I don't give a fuck. So I was like, oh, I'm going to let that titty hang there. And then there was like not a Bobert style, but there was a quick little, like, I gave her a sensual reminder that her titty had popped out,
Just a little flick on the nipple.
I didn't give a flick. I thought she would just smack her square in the fucking dick.
Boom.
Granted, we had drank. I think we went out to dinner beforehand, because if we got tickets to like the 9:00 showing, so we went out to dinner beforehand and had several martinis.
The completely kidless showing.
Oh yeah, no kids. Like
no, but like the theater, no kids. Like,
yeah, no kids. I don't like who's taking their kids to go see Les Mis. Like, whoa. Well, I guess like granted, it just turns into people like me. The reason why I love it is because I grew up listening to like the Broadway soundtrack. My dad loved it because he's fucking English, and it just shows how shitty the French are. So
anything that shits on the French, he's
yeah.
like, I love this.
Were we joking about a fucking Reddit show with Womb?
I don't think we were joking. I think we were talking about having him come on and like breaking down subreddits.
He just dropped.
Of course. Once again, Womb, like, we need to get you on. Like, we need to have like a maybe like bi-weekly Patreon show where you just find the most random ass subreddit to break down.
Womb, when does a narwhal bacon?
What?
I
When
think she's
does a
had a lot of
narwhal
martinis.
bacon? Do narwhals make bacon?
If you know, you know, motherfucker.
Oh God.
When does a narwhal bacon?
When does a narwhal? Like this? Is this a riddle?
No, it's not. Like I said, if you know, you fucking know.
God damn it. Fine.
And for what you were just talking about, it shows you don't know.
I don't fucking know. I know narwhals are like a semi-mythical creature.
They don't exist.
They do exist.
Bacon. When does a narwhal bacon? Bitch, don't tell me you don't know.
I don't
you
know.
don't know when a narwhal bacon as in a pig
Okay,
fat bacon.
okay, jackass.
I
quit being
understand
whimsical
what
and just tell
bacon
us.
is. I know, but what is a
It's
fucking?
a Reddit thing, assholes.
Explain it.
It's a Reddit thing. It's a Reddit
He
thing. from
says,
back in
when
the
does a
day.
narwhal
People would say on
begin?
Reddit, when does a narwhal bacon? And then they would say midnight. And I gave it away. So that's the thing. It was, back like 2012, 2013, like in before then of Reddit. So like if you've been on there for, since back then.
Okay, Woom explained it better. He said it's the ID of the Redditors in public.
I mean, I only saw it like people saying that to each other in Reddit, so like not outside. So I'll say that. But
Yeah, we're gonna move on from this one
when
and go back to Bobert getting her titties rubbed on like crystal balls. So yeah, they're
dude,
both.
I'm like just like he was really rubbing that motherfucker like he was trying to tell the future.
Yeah, because like you sent me the video because I missed it all. For one, like I don't anything political like miss me with that shit. I don't give a fuck, right? Like she could
No, but like this kind of shit, like I want to know about that kind of
it
shit.
could have been
Oh,
it
this
could
is juicy shit.
it could have been like the Yahoo
Clinton shit,
headline
man,
could have
like,
been like Lauren
Kennedy
Boebert
shit.
caught giving head to or filleting Democrat in Beetlejuice Broadway show. I'd be like, oh god damn it! Like the second they put like any
Plus, she
sort
was
of,
vaping.
but like
And that's the thing, I
Charlie
didn't know
sent
they
me
got
the
kicked
clip,
out.
and
Like,
this
they
dude's
got-
like,
they got-
he's not even like
got-
trying to like grope the boob, massage it, like tweak the nipple a
He
bit.
was like he didn't grab. He was just like
Like,
waxing
he's fucking-
it, like
he's like-
wax on, wax off. Like he had just watched
He's like fucking
Karate Kid.
Ursula from The Little Mermaid, like poor unfortunate souls, rubbing this boob, trying to like conjure up witchcraft.
I
All the
mean,
while, she's giving him an
He got
over.
in that cleavage.
he's
too.
trying to
I
summon
mean,
another kid out of her.
She's giving him like an over the pants hand job, like nobody's business.
I just like how it looked like she turned her head, like she was looking at the people behind her, like she was making eye contact with someone else as she was rubbing
Ooh, the
his dick,
ex-husband
dude.
maybe. Have we confirmed that the ex-husband wasn't there? And she's like,
Well, she might have been like licking on his neck or like his ear or something, but like her head did look very cocked.
Okay,
around.
I understand people being a little thrown off about this being behavior unbecoming of a federal representative.
I'm not
But
surprised.
let me tell you this.
First time.
At least she's young enough to want to get fucking nasty in a Broadway show. Unlike everybody else is too old to even fucking walk down the aisle at a Broadway show.
Well, I mean, at
She's
least
an
she's
average
fucking-
American.
But dude, I'd be
No.
fucking dude. I saw her in that dress. I would be crystal balling them fucking bolt-ons in a heartbeat. The second those
before
lights
that.
go down, dude,
At least she's fucking single.
That
and
dress
not
would be
married,
up by
like
her
most
hips.
Male politicians,
Yeah.
like,
If
okay,
anything, the Democrats should be praising her for being a strong, independent, single female woman
Yeah.
in power.
She's just
who's
trying to
taking
get
what
it.
she fucking wants.
she's just
from
try-
a man with power.
she's just trying to get her groove on, you know? Like, come on.
Exactly.
She's just
I'm-
trying to get some dick.
I'm Team Bober on this one.
Trying to get some dick.
You know? Do you think once they got kicked out, do you think they just like went and just fucking railed each other's brains out in the parking lot?
Definitely somewhere in public.
They fucked in the bathroom, I guarantee it.
I think they got escorted out of the building.
Oh, that bad?
Yes, like because she was
Oh,
vaping and they got escorted
imagine.
out.
What do
Imagine
you
a,
think she
a
was
week
vaping?
from
You think it was
now.
nicotine?
No, the bitch is on fucking. That vape was full of fucking.
It was DMT.
That vape is the one that Jake that you had that had fucking Charlie and Holly licking the fucking window at In-N-Out Burger.
No, she's in Colorado. They got better shit up there.
True.
You know, what if like so they got escorted out of the building? What if like in a couple weeks surveillance footage from like the Dunkin' Donuts across the street comes out and he's just got her like pinned against the wall, just going to fucking town.
The menu board
Oh
I mean, you would think
man.
they would go in
in
at
the
least
drive-through.
bathroom. They went to a Burger King bathroom. Let's be honest.
I mean that's where she met her husband, so I mean be poetic.
I mean, it's it's they like it. It feels like home. It's still
In a way,
exciting
she's still cucking her ex-husband.
to a point.
Yeah, I mean I don't know.
I
But
mean, you have to respect
I
it
don't
too.
hate it. Here's the thing. I'm
Certain-
not really that worried about it. Like, you know, the kind of weird ass shit I'd be doing if I was a U.S. senator. Like,
Yeah, no, let's talk about like McConnell shitting himself and having a stroke. on
Yeah,
camera.
what's worse?
yeah, he's shitting himself. She's just trying to get some.
Wasn't like his entire left side paralyzed?
Then I mean, like, show of hands, who hasn't gotten a hand job in a movie theater? You know, you've never gotten a
Yeah.
hand job in a movie theater.
No,
Have you given a hand job in a movie theater?
no,
Have you been to a movie theater?
no. Yes.
No,
We'll
actually,
never know
Where did
what
you
she
guys
answered.
make
Yes.
out with boys at in junior high?
I will say I've only done it once, and I was actually pretty well into adulthood. It was with my current, like my now wife. We were engaged at the time, and it's fun for a while, and then when you start getting closer to like the climax, you start panicking about like how is this gonna work? So then you just get a bunch of like popcorn, buttery fucking napkins over the tip of your dick and hope you don't fire straight through them. It's a mess. Don't do hand jobs in a movie theater.
Nope.
You know,
Or the back of an auto parts store, apparently.
who said that?
They showed her
Auto
the video
parts
the
store,
next
a
day.
dumpster. Yeah, of course. Womb, Jesus Christ. We need to get you on this show as like, if there's a way I could have you be like a remote producer, you know, just to where you could chime, like as we're talking, you can chime in with whatever fucking insanely eccentric life experience you've had. I'll do it. We'll
Well,
figure this out.
when are you available? Can you come on the show next week?
Here we go.
We are asking you this right now. Right? Looking you now.
Jeepin, you always run the risk of getting some like salt in your dick hole though if you just like, go
Yes.
straight through the bucket.
The penis in the popcorn trick? It doesn't work.
Plus, you're like coming all over the popcorn.
Yeah,
You're, like,
you ruined
ruining
the
good
popcorn.
I mean, I like just
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
save it until you're in private, you fucking gross.
Oh, come on.
No,
You've never had sex in a public place?
While there were like children and other people around, never had the desire, no.
Wait, well, hold on. Like, I'm not talking about like in the middle of a church pew, you know? Like, all right.
Yeah,
fine.
didn't say you had to be in a church pew for it, but there's still people around.
So you've never
no.
had sex in a public place where people are around? Like out of sight?
I mean, there have been other places that are public that I have wanted to, but it has never been a theater because it's not that fucking dark in a theater and you can see a lot of shit.
What's the most public place you've ever done? I guess I won't even say sex. Any sort of sexual activity.
You ever done sex? What's the most public place you've done?
Done the sex.
Damn degenerates.
I'm not sure. I don't really want to go through my memory.
Like bar
of that.
bathroom.
To be completely honest, I don't want to think about that.
Hey, I've been very. I've told this on the
Okay,
show. I
I
lost
will
my
say-
virginity in a porta potty at a Creed concert. So
That's pretty
Can
much
I-
like having sex in a church.
I can tell you where I wanted to have
Diamondbacking.
sex and I was denied.
ooh,
And it was a very cool place. It was the President's Suite at the shit.
Holiday Inn.
Oh no, at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, where Stephen King got the
Yeah,
idea
for The
of
Shining.
The Shining.
Was it the pink
the
lady
presidential
haunts
suite.
it, right? The elevator.
what?
Isn't it like the lady in pink or something that haunts the elevators or something there?
I don't know about that. But it's also where they filmed Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
That was the same hotel. But the presidential suite, the door was open, and I was like, "Dude, let's go in there and fuck real quick." And he was like, "No, what if we get caught?" And I was like, "You're a fucking pussy." So we didn't, and that was that.
Ah,
But I wanted to do that, so that would have been the most public I'd ever done.
all right.
Other than that, it was probably a girl's horse trailer that she caught us in. But that's not very public. It's just disrespectful.
No, I mean that's fine. Like that works, right?
I saw
Like,
her earlier this year at the grocery store, and it's the first time I've ever seen her since that night. And I was like, I'm not fucking talking to you. I'm not doing this. No. Like we graduated together and shit, but it's just like, no. Like, I'm not fucking talking to you.
Charlie starts sweating like she's in a church.
Kind of. I was just kind of like looked at her like, just like, you kind of do like a, hey, what's up sort of thing, but like, I'm not going to fucking sit here and have a conversation with you, especially the last time we ever hung out. It was not,
I mean, granted, it's in her horse trailer.
it's been like 10 years, but still, it's just like, oh, the last times. No, I don't need to continue this. It's fine. And that's most of it. I feel like we don't need to do this. Like, and you can say it's rude or some shit. I don't really fucking care. It's just like, I don't like you. You don't really like me. This shit happened. We don't need to pretend like we're fucking nice for fucking passing each other in the fucking grocery store. I don't fucking care enough.
I don't know. I think like you're doing it in a horse trailer. If I caught like teenagers doing it in my horse trailer, I'd be like, hey, use protection.
Okay, well, I didn't say we were teenagers. Thanks for assuming that.
Okay,
She was-
sorry. Like I've had.
we were like in our second year of college.
Okay.
we were
That's still a
adults.
teenager.
Uh,
Under 21, I consider a teenager still.
I mean, yes, but we weren't in fucking high school. When you say teenager, you're going to think more than likely high school because you're only a teenager for 2 years, maybe. 1 year for most, but 2 years for me because I graduated when I was 17. But it was later on, and no,
Ooh.
I don't need to pick up that conversation.
Jake, I feel like you've probably had sex in weird ass places.
Yeah, horse trailers move a lot apparently, and that's how she found out.
Well, I mean, they're
a movie
aluminum.
theater.
Movie theater. Like
We at least like locked the door, so she had
in
to
the
bang on it.
movie
It was like, "Get
theater?
the fuck out of my trailer!" And just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, in the theater in the back row. I think it was Jern's Sausage Party.
Oh, that like terrible like Seth Rogen animated movie.
Yeah.
Like what? She just like sit on? Like you whipped it out and she sat on it or something?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. Trying to think like. Oh wow, we have sex in a lot of places.
A
Mm,
swimming pool too.
this is gonna be. Yeah, I guess this would be Olive Garden bathroom.
When you hear your family and you incestual fuck.
I know.
He's making his family an Olive Garden, all right?
I mean, there is a decent chance that my second child was conceived in an Olive Garden bathroom, but he also has he has a very olive skin complexion, which,
This makes it perfect
I-
though.
so-
Like it he caught the vibes.
but it was
as
it was the family bathroom.
He really likes spaghetti.
It was the family bathroom. I'm torn between the family bathroom and an Olive Garden, or we did also get real fucking nasty in the family bathroom, meaning private bathroom in the Denver airport one time. God, we got fucking raunchy as shit in that bathroom.
Anal in an airport.
Possibly. I cannot confirm or
pregnancy
deny
is
that.
less likely to result from that, buddy. Unless
No.
you would ate a pee, which is not advisable. Don't.
Oh
do
no,
that.
I've never.
It's like a
No,
ketchup packet with lube in it.
when we broach that door, it ends there, kind of thing.
It should. Yeah, it should.
And even if we try it and it.
But then again, this is kind of like you shouldn't leave there still being able to continue.
Is that what happened before the Barcelona flight?
Wait, what Barcelona flight?
The Delta one a couple weeks ago?
Oh, it's just some chick got just her asshole fucking railed out and then couldn't hold it in anymore. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's never we've never done that, and then all of a sudden she's just leaving a trail of shit all the way to the bathroom afterwards. But maybe,
Yeah, Taco John's.
yeah, after Taco John's and anal, maybe not a thing. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the constitution of your stomach is. I eat Chipotle and I'm fine. Everybody bitches about Chipotle and they have to change their underwear. I eat Chipotle, I'm fine.
Yeah, even the Taco Bell thing, that's I don't.
Granted, I've never ate
I'm not
Chipotle and
sure.
gotten fucked in the ass, but
Yeah, but this is what are you ordering from there?
Oh, Chipotle, I go. Actually, given my druthers, I'll go the bowl, the rice bowl, white rice, black beans, carnitas, or no, not carnitas. What's the beef one? Barbacoa, and then the spicy red salsa, sour cream, and then I get a bag of chips on the side, and I eat it kind of like nachos.
Oh, yeah, that's the way to do it.
Really get
You know,
that
I-
sodium, because they also their nachos, their tortilla chips have that lemon salt, big ass granules of lemon salt on them. So no, Womb Raider. I never worked in an Olive Garden. I worked at an Applebee's and saw a dude deep fry his own fucking hand. That was wild, but which I felt bad about because that dude was fucking that fry cook was dope as shit. This is in North Charleston, South Carolina, and the fry cook, if anybody remembers, Edrin James from the Indianapolis Colts, looks just like him, gold teeth, fucking cornrows that braided down the back, but loved Shania Twain. And he was just high as shit one day, frying up some goddamn chicken tendies, texting his girl, dropped his phone in the fryer, went in after it instinctively, and deep fried his fucking hand. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun. I still I can
They
still
still make him sweep before he left.
I can still hear the screaming. To be honest,
Oh, fuck, dude.
I can hear the screams. But we have listener questions, so let's get to
Ooh,
that.
Best part of the episode.
Somebody asked, "Is it true?" with 3 question marks. I don't know what you're asking about, but probably.
Probably.
How about don't be such a fucking asshole next time you answer a question and actually ask something.
Have you ever had
Don't waste
any?
your time.
Have you ever had any surgery? Yes, I spoke about this earlier. I had my entire rib cage laser scored and then cracked open with a hammer and reset into place. So that's probably the most traumatic surgery I've had.
I've had a septioplasty.
Is that where they go in like grind it all out inside?
Yeah, no, they like pull your nose up over and like cut right here and then pull it over. And they had to like rebuild my bridge and then like align my
Yeah, I'm
septum.
supposed to, because I'm sure at this point everybody notices, and I make jokes about this. I sound like a Tiger Woods with a sinus infection. It's because my fucking sinuses are totally fucked. Apparently, I have a deviated septum, and I've broken my nose multiple times in my life that I don't recall. I'm supposed to have them go in there and fix a bunch of shit. I just don't want. I don't feel like it.
Horrible.
But how about you, Charlie? Any surgeries?
I mean, I've had an augmentation. I'll let you guess what kind.
Yeah, BBL. We all know.
Also, a dental implant.
How is that? I think I'm gonna have to get one of those eventually.
It was gnarly, but
Is it rough? I've heard it kind of sucks.
I mean, not terribly. You get put out for most of the shit, and pain is like for me, pain really wasn't that bad.
Have you had
But
your
I
wisdom
don't
teeth taken out?
pussy either, so there's that.
Have you had your wisdom teeth taken out?
I have.
Did you do like the full on like wild ass shit they put you on where you say dumb shit afterwards, or you just do like Novocaine?
They put me like general anesthesia.
I'm really worried because I need mine taken out, and I have seen so many people say so much dumb shit after getting like the wild ass drugs. It's like, I don't know if I really want to be on this and like say, I don't know what I'm going to say to my wife, but it probably won't turn out to be great. So maybe
So
I
I
should.
will say, when I got my wisdom teeth out, I had general anesthesia, and
Anastasia?
yeah, I got stuck on my tongue a little bit. Anyway,
Clip that, Jake. 5304.
I wasn't as fucked up on that as I was when I got my dental implant, and they had just given me a sedative that was, it tasted like mint, and they put it in a syringe that I just swallowed, and it was like a gel. And then they gave me the nitrous oxide, and so there was, and then I'm sure they numbed me with Novocaine. There was a point where I woke up and I could hear drilling, but I couldn't feel anything, and I went back to sleep. But I was more fucked up from that than I was the general anesthesia,
Yeah.
for sure. Like to the point, like an ex was driving me home, and he took a video of me, and I was completely fucking out of it. And then he like hid my keys from me because he was so worried because I was so fucked up that I was going to possibly get in my car and try to drive somewhere. So
Right.
put
So
my
what
keys
was
in my
worse?
purse.
What was worse? Wisdom teeth, dental implant, or your bolt-ons?
They were all pretty mild. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Now, when you got your
Both are pretty bad.
augmentation, did you have to have the drainage tubes?
No,
No.
I'm not completely sure exactly why people have to have those. People, I mean, the only people I've met in person who've had those were people who would have had breast cancer and had mastectomies and then they got implants.
Hmm.
Um, I've never met anyone who just got an augmentation that ever had to have drains like that.
Hmm.
I've seen it in reductions.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always kind of different for each patient, but for me that was not something that was necessary. You might have to do a little bit more invasive stuff than putting in an implant because you're just adding something, you're not taking anything away. You're not expanding the tissue extremely, like, after
Hmm.
a mastectomy, because usually they have to have spacers after mastectomy and then reductions. You're taking a lot away. And so when you take away, your body's going to compensate by filling that with fluid. So as the body gets used to all of that space being lesser, you will probably have to drain the fluid that will be created for that. So that might, and that's what's called a soma, and that's something that we would have to drain
Soma,
after
but
people would
not
have
the
mastectomies.
stoma. We'll get to
Not a
that.
stoma, but a
We'll get to that
soma.
we'll get to the stoma becoming famous in a second, by the way. I don't know if anybody saw my Instagram story. Dr. Drew learned about the Philly sidecar this week. But next question, favorite food?
Brisket.
Brisket, okay.
Oh my gosh. Are they really gonna make me choose? I mean,
Dude,
my goodness.
I
I just
will
love
I will
food.
eat a classic
Fine.
taco all day every day.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll eat anything in taco form, to be honest. I know what I had the other day. This sounds disgusting, but turned out to be really good. Taco lingua.
Yeah, it like melts in your mouth.
It tastes like pot roast. Like I
I
thought
don't
it
think
was
I've ever
literal,
heard
like
of
just like a
that.
boiled cow's tongue, like put in a tortilla, but it's like it's all
Mhm.
pulled and shit, like a pot roast. Dude, it was fucking fantastic.
You know, there's a Mexican place down the road from my apartments that sometimes on their carne asada fries they'll cut the meat with lengua,
Huh.
and so it'd be like carne asada and lengua mixed together, and it's pretty damn good.
And I had a coworker that was like, "That's really gross." And I was like, "Hey, it's the food that tastes you back."
I mean, I remember seeing tongue and even cowhead sold in our stores. So like, there's there's a there's a method to it. You just have to know how to cook it.
You know, like menudo. Do you know what that is?
Menudo,
Goat
like
brain.
the boy band from the '80s.
No, it's stomach lining.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm half English, so like haggis
Well,
freaks
this
me
is
out.
tripe. I thought that was like goat brain.
No,
Tripe is
Is
menudo.
it
brain,
tripe?
right? Tripe is
Tripe is
brain.
menudo.
I don't know. Anyway, so next one. The weirdest trend you've ever done.
Cinnamon challenge.
I don't know. Like, wow, I don't even know how to answer that. What trend? I mean, I definitely like frosted my tips and wore a puka shell necklace.
Right.
I defended blood on the dance floor for part of that trend.
I was
I read
never emo.
Twilight.
I never went emo, so I don't know about that. But
What was that, Charlie?
I said I read Twilight in '09.
You were in love with Twilight, weren't you? You were a Twihard.
we
I
try hard.
wouldn't say that, but I was in my senior year. A substitute started playing the movie, and I was like, "Oh God, not this!"
Wait,
But
you had
then
a
I got
substitute teacher play
interested.
Twilight in class?
It was right before school ended, like a couple of days. So we weren't doing anything, and she was a younger substitute, and she had it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to have anything to do with this show. Like, I don't want to watch it." And then we only got to watch the first 45 minutes, and I was like, motherfucker, now I want to know how it ends.
You're all crying in class, like fuck.
Okay, it's not that
Were
fucking
you wait? Were
emotional.
you
Have you
were
seen
you
it?
team? Were you? Because here's the funny thing. My wife still like that's her guilty pleasure kind of movie. Is the Twilight series, and she watched it a while
Mhm.
back. And so, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I was always Team Edward. I'm not
Jacob's a
gonna lie.
little Jacob is a little fucking bitch.
He's a fuck boy.
No,
Not
he's fucking
really.
friend zoned.
Yes, but then it's just kind of and then like the whole like I would make jokes to my friends who liked it of like he would just be like, "Yeah, Bella, I'm just so attracted to like the right side of your body," because that would have been the egg of like his
Keep going. I'll be right back. 1 second.
intended.
Keep going.
It's like I just really like this part of you more.
He's just all rubbing her stomach, like I really like right here.
And then people are like, Edward's 117 years old. It's like, well, yes, but he's been 17 for 100 years. It's not like he kept aging.
Do you think he's mentally 17?
Well, no, that's exactly how it works. Like he died at 17, which means he is never going to move past that. He is eternal, but he will never, like, his brain and his body will never, like, he's dead. He will never go past that. So he's fucking 17 years old for that long. And yeah, when people are like, he's that old, I'm like, you're just fucking stupid, aren't you?
You're just jealous of Robert Patterson's hair, right?
Not really. It's just kind of like that vampires fucking die. Like they're dead. They're undead. They don't
Dead.
proceed past when they die.
Speaking of like vampires, let's talk about a good vampire movie. Have you seen Renfield?
Yes, it's not the thing. Like I just love vampires. I've always loved vampires. They're my shit.
Are you
Um,
gonna go see The Last Voyage of the Demeter?
no, fuck no.
It's not good. I saw it.
But like Bram Stoker's Dracula, Gary Oldman as Dracula, like that.
I've been like I
That's
was
all
a
I need.
huge Anne Rice fan as a young teenager, I guess, a young adult. The Interview with the Vampire is one of the best vampire movies ever made, by the way. But
Have you watched the series?
Twilight, I did. The series tracks a little bit closer to the book, but I did not find it as enjoyable. It makes Lestat come off as kind of a Jacob, kind of a little jealous bitch. But,
It's
you know,
not Tom Cruise.
not Tom Cruise. Speaking of which, though, next question. Netflix and chill with a bunch of the eyes. I don't know if you can see this. You can't, but like, yeah, it's got all the like the googly eyes. Yeah, I'll Netflix and chill. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking Fox Sports
It would have
and
to
chill.
be a B-rated horror movie.
Is that what gets you
That's
going?
bad.
What is like? You've got a person coming over. Your intent is the chill part of this. What are you turning on?
Empire Records is my go-to.
Empire Records with Liv Tyler.
Two-headed shark attack.
Two-headed shark. Damn, girl, you're getting nasty on two-headed shark attack.
Brooke Hogan's in it. You know it's good.
Brooke
And
Hogan.
Danny
Have you seen her
Hastings.
lately though? She actually looks pretty good now.
Now
not
she's
quite-
always look good, bitch.
For a while there, she was a little like, there in her like early 20s. She was a little too like fucking triangular. She's grown into her shoulders. Let's just say that, you know.
Her shoulders are a little too big for Bill.
She had some wide shoulders. And I'm a dainty man. You both have met me.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Hulk
slender.
Hogan is her father.
Well, that's the other thing. Are you really gonna fuck Hulk Hogan's father or Hulk Hogan's daughter? You know. I don't know if
His
you
dad? That's an ultimate
Fuck
power
his
move.
dad.
Fucking
She's
his
just
dad.
like, oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, brother.
She says the N-word.
God, yeah. Brooke Hogan,
Um,
yeah, just call her to the N-word the whole time, spitting in your mouth. I'm kind of into that actually, but
We digress.
we digress. Now, whoa, okay, so this might be a question for me and Jake. If you're having sex with a black girl and she calls you the N-word, like in the throes of passion, you kind of got to ride with that, right? Like there's
What
part
if
of
she
you goes like,
asks you to call her the N word?
ooh, I don't
Are
know.
you doing it?
I don't know. I mm, on record, no. I've never been in that situation, but I mean, it depends. Did she call me at first?
No.
We talked about this before about Donald Glover talking about having sex with an Armenian chick that told him to fuck her harder with that N-word dick. Have you heard that bit? It's fucking hilarious.
Mm.
Oh yeah, his stand up is fucking amazing.
He starts talking about how every ethnicity has their like black version. Like Armenians are the black girls of white girls. Kardashians, case in point. It's like I forgot what he taught. Like Asians, like I think like Taiwanese are the black girls of Asian girls. But anyways, like he's talking about like banging this Armenian chick, and like she like grabs him by the hair, and just like apparently like just looks in his eyes and tells him to fuck her harder with that, and he says the word, but with that N-word dick. And he says, I immediately stopped, looked her square in the eyes, and came harder than I ever had in my life. So I don't know. I'm sure fucking Womb Raider has been called the N-word in the throes of passion before. I don't
Look
know.
at what he said.
What did he say?
Don't repeat it. That's what he said.
That very last one?
Charlie's in horror.
I'm just not saying anything. I'm staying silent on this topic.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
On to the next question. How important is thigh gap?
Not important at all. Thick thighs saves lives, baby girl.
I'm thigh brows, dude. Throw some thigh brows out there. Like, bro.
I mean, to be fair, at a point it starts to chafe, so you don't want too much.
I get it.
physically
I'm
hurts.
not over here like, oh, bro, like, that's a pretty thin
You're-
thigh gap, you know? It just depends on the body style, right? Like, fucking some girls
That's the
have
thing, girl, that
some girls
Fit suits.
have a wide thigh gap. Like, there's thin girls out there that have a wide thigh gap, but they still look fucking hot. And there's some girls that
Yeah.
got them thick thighs that, you know, you
and
want
there's
to
some girls that look like SpongeBob.
treat my head like a watermelon, bitch. Like, come on. You know, I'm a thigh brow guy for a reason.
Charlie, do you like your men with thunder thighs, or do you like little scrawny guys?
This is true. This is something that's not discussed a lot. What is like?
I've never been a scrawny type of girl. So
Oh,
when
she
I'm
likes
like
them thick.
super thin guys, I feel like I will break them. So I like a man who I feel like I won't break.
I feel like Charlie's like a firefighter type.
Nope.
No? All right.
Nope.
Trucker.
Trucker.
Nope. Those it's
We'll circle back to this one day.
my weakness are the fucking vets. Shocking.
The vets, yeah. I don't know.
Shocking.
Self hatred and alcoholism.
God, I love it.
What is next question? What is on your Pornhub watch list? I don't have a watch list, but I definitely have go tos for sure.
Hentai, always.
Hentai,
Mm.
nice. I mean, I get it. I get it. So for one, and I don't know why, because the whole like hot wife cucking thing in real life has no real attraction to me. But for some reason, Serenity Cox on Pornhub turns me the fuck on. And then also, there's a little known OnlyFans chick that promotes on Pornhub called Ophelia's Dreams. And she's like, you never see her face. She's got long brunette hair and a fat ass. I'm into that.
I've been partial to big titty goth egg, and
Oh, well, everybody's into big titted goth egg. Charlie's probably seen her before.
her and like just the category of like small tit, big ass Latinas.
Ah, yes. The kryptonite of us. Yeah, I'm into that. I married one. Charlie, what's your go-to on Pornhub?
I already told you. Answer this first.
Oh, hentai. Sorry.
Hentai.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know that was a serious answer.
I got
Yeah, it was fucking serious, bitch.
Sorry, I got
I'm fucking
distracted.
around.
I got distracted.
Sorry, I mean bitch in an endearing way. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that fucking means, but okay.
We have
Would
other
you
people wasting our
leave-
fucking time. Let me berate them.
This is not how it's worded, but I'm guessing this is how they meant it. What celeb would you leave your significant other for? Being that I'm the only person in a relationship, this is kind of a one-sided question. So, like, imagine you're in a relationship. Like, what?
Fuck you guys for whoever asked this. Like, fuck you.
You're just like the person that you would want the most, celebrity-wise.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, for sure.
Here's the
I'd
thing.
fuck the shit out of
Henry
that nerd.
Cavill, not that I would have sex with Henry Cavill, but I get it. Dude, he's
I
fucking...
mean, you might cuddle with him though.
Oh, dude, I'd spoon with Henry Cavill.
Bed with him, if you know
Oh,
what I mean.
dude, I've cuddled with far lesser man, right, than Henry Cavill, right? Like Henry Cavill for
Just
one.
tell me about computers and
Yeah, like tell me about your
Probably
PC
see.
build and what it's like to be on the set of The Witcher, right?
You'd feel so secure in that bed too. Of like, I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Because you know who else
immediately.
is cuddling with you? That big ass fucking husky he owns. It's like a goddamn Siberian
Oh
timber
no, it's not a
wolf.
husky. It's an Akita.
Is it an Akita? Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like super fluffy, super deadly too at the same time. So it's just like even hotter. Of like, this thing might rip my throat out. This is exciting.
Yeah, like
And-
Henry Cavill's that dude, like, especially from like a female point of view, like he's like buff and hot, and he's going to literally scramble your insides, right?
Like he's a nerd at the same time.
But then at the
too.
same
So, like,
time,
that
he's
makes
gonna
it just
braid
feel good.
braid your right afterwards, right? As you're recovering from getting like your innards jackhammered to death. He's gonna like
I
be
mean, he's taking quite a bit of steroids, so who knows what's
He's
going
gonna-
on
well,
downstairs.
Okay, let me just
But-
finish. the statement. He's gonna like braid your hair while watching Clone Wars on Disney Plus. You know,
I mean, he's not gay.
I didn't say he was gay. He just rearranged your female guts. Okay.
That's fucking gay. I'm not let any dude fucking braid my hair. What the fuck, dude?
You want to let a guy braid your hair? I've braided people's hair.
No. I'm
Not
sorry.
well.
Said, Charlie,
Actually, I
it's
will
called
say
after-
not
If
well.
any dude try to fucking braid my hair after fucking, I would tell them to get the
Okay.
fuck out of my
What about if you guys shared like some sort of face mask while watching what's another nerd show? You know, Dragon
I
Ball Z,
mean,
The Witcher.
Charlie's not into that pussy shit, all right?
if I was in a relationship with
That
someone
face mask better be made out of
long
Henry
term
Cavill's
for like
cum.
years, maybe. For like right now where I am with my life, that's way too much. That's way too much. Like I'm not that fucking comfortable with you.
I have a feeling if Henry Cavill just got done just like blowing a massive fucking dork load inside of you and said, "Hey, do you want me to braid your hair?" You're not going to be like, "No, don't braid my hair." You're
I
like,
would be like, that's kind of weird. Why do
You wouldn't
wanna
stop him,
do
though.
that?
you'd be like, "Well, let's see where this goes." You know. I'd let
That
Henry
would
Cavill
weird me
braid my
out.
hair.
That would weird. It's like, are you? Nope. That's. I mean,
So
I would.
Charlie-
I would.
Charlie's.
Maybe I would see that from like a lesbian, but like not from a man.
What chick is braiding your hair? Margot Robbie?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Of like, let's braid.
Jake,
let's
what's
braid
your
hair.
celebrity like like you don't have to be like leave your significant other for. It's like completely abandon your life as you know it to spend with this celebrity.
I've thought about this. I probably would go full on like Tom Holland for what's her name?
Oh, for
Zendaya?
Zendaya?
No, not Zendaya.
Well, I thought it wasn't the after Tom. What?
Yeah, he's with
I
Zendaya,
thought I thought
there's
Jake
a-
was going. I thought Jake's answer was Tom Holland for a minute. I'm like, oh. I mean, as your friend, I love you and I support your decision. But you know, we learned something about you.
he's got that Marvel money, but
Got fucking
no,
six pack down the world too.
I would probably be like an Instagram husband for like Sofia Vergara.
Oh yeah.
Like the ones where you're just like you're not a person, you exist to take pictures of her.
Yeah. Take
for her social
pictures and just be a dildo when she needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
And I would honestly say Demi Lovato too.
She's too crazy.
I love it though.
She's like
She's
outside
from
of my
here.
realm of crazy.
She's from here, so I can handle it.
I like some crazy, but not that kind of crazy. I'm going who's the chick from Orange is the New Black that went nuts on Instagram a while back?
Oh,
Taryn fuck.
Pexitani or whatever her name is.
Yeah, it's Taryn something. Hold on.
Oh, the one from Crossroads with Britney Spears and 8 Mile.
What?
Hold on.
You said Orange is the New Black.
Are you? I don't. Is that the redhead you're talking about, Charlie? Because she's pretty hot.
I never watched
Taryn
the show.
Manning. Taryn Manning, because she's got a little bit of like a Brittany Murphy / Jamie Presley vibe, but she also like recently just got like hammered drunk on her Instagram in her car and ranted about like the fact like she was fucking a dude that was married or some shit. Like,
Yeah, she was in the Crossroads with Britney Spears, the movie, and then she was in Orange is the New Black.
now Britney Spears is another one, but I think she's a little too far gone. She's outside of the realm of what I like is crazy, and she's just
I
fucking
wouldn't
nuts.
even. I would go Demi Lovato, but that's probably about as crazy as I would go. Britney's just.
Dude, have you seen Selena Gomez lately?
Oh, she's fucking. Now that
She-
she's gotten thick, she put on a little weight. Titties got big.
Bruh.
Ooh.
Bro, my
Heard-
wife was telling me about how hot Selena Gomez was the other day, and I was
Like
like,
I wasn't thinking about getting
damn, alright.
married, and then I saw Selena Gomez in a wedding dress for that shoot she was doing, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I eventually would want to do something like that.
evil ginger, Jake can fix her. Huh.
Womb said I need to be married to stand up. No, that's a past life, dude. That's a story for off air that I'll tell you.
Dude, stand-up's fucking hard. But anyways, that's the end of the user questions. So, and we're running out of time here. Anyways, like I said at the top, like and subscribe, rate and review. Also, go check out repcps.com. Use promo code Nooners. Check out the Patreon, guys. The link's in the bio, or not in the bio, in the description. I got Instagram brain on my mind. Thinking of now we're talking about Instagram thoughts that I'd burn my life away over. Violet Summers. Good God. Don't know if you've seen her. It's Violet. Was it vsummers.tv or something? Womb Raider knows. He'll tell you in the chat. He knows who she is. Woof. God damn. Where was I? I lost track. Anyways, this has been the Nooner Nation. For Charles, for Jake, I'm Bill. Thanks for listening. Good night.
See y'all.